myself. I'm Elma, and I'm working with Harish and ProQ.
Mhm.
And recently, I joined the team so that I could help on the. I bring a lot on the user when it comes to user's perspective on using the
Mhm.
product. So that's where I come in. And Harish is really focusing on the tech side. And to be honest, some of the things that he talks about, I don't even understand. It's
Mhm.
really too technical. But all I can say is that he built this tool. It's amazing. It's something that I've been using already for the past year and a half. Um, and I keep on using it. I just love CrawlQ so much that I said, "Hey, Harish, I can help you on this because this is what users don't understand about your product." So yeah, so now I want to understand more about you, Cam. How do you use CrawlQ right now? How long have you
I
been
don't. I've
using
had it.
CrawlQ?
I had it off the back of AppSumo about 2 years ago, I guess, something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and have barely used it. Checked it out and went, "Oh, this thing's got potential." And that was about it. But
Okay.
now it seems to be at a stage where it's actually reached a level of maturity where I'm interested in sort of digging down a little bit deeper and finding out about some of the oomph behind it, and see if we can utilize it in any of our workflows.
Okay, great. So definitely you can use that. Um, uh, so you haven't done anything. You haven't used CrawlQ at all. Am
I
I right?
have, but for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or something.
How long ago was that?
Maybe 6 months.
6 months. Okay, so a lot of has changed since then.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I think it's probably best, Elmo, if you just want to give me like the generic walkthrough about the tool and how it works, etc., and then maybe I can jump in and ask some questions. That way, I'll
okay,
sort of come to grips with it rather quickly.
right, because there are two ways I do it. It's either I share my screen or you share your screen. So I'll share my
No,
screen
if you share,
instead.
yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Just give me a moment. And I don't have anything here yet.
There we
Let
go.
me go to CrawlQ. So so this is like really you are diving in almost for the first time.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. I've used a lot of AI tools for 5 years, so
Okay, so but mm-hmm. All right.
so yeah,
By the
pretty
way, may I know
comfortable
what is
with the
Stealth
concept.
Agency
Yeah.
all about?
It's just a design agency. So we do a lot of website
What
design.
is Stealth? Is a design?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
just brand design
design
and web design.
agency, mainly
Yeah,
website design.
marketing. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'll do for you now is. Oh, by the way, do you know what kind of plan do you have on your CroQ account?
No idea, but if we can upgrade it, we probably will. So don't worry about that terribly much. Show me the power user version,
Okay.
and we should be good.
Well, sure. No problem. We can do that. Okay. So first of all, we start with a campaign. So the important thing to know about CrowQ is that it is based primarily on market research or audience research. And this is a step that is actually often neglected by a lot of businesses. They don't know how important it is.
Hmm.
And because of this, CrowQ is able to create content that is that resonates with your audience all the time, each time. It's also according to your brand voice and all that stuff. And in fact, I use CrawlQ for a lot of things that you don't even that I did not even think of was possible before. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll start creating a campaign for you. Okay, so when I
Hmm.
create a new campaign, I'm not sure if you remember the old way of doing this. So let me just see Stilt Agency. And what is typically the main topic of interest for your clients, for you and your clients?
Cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity. Okay.
Hmm.
And who do you want to target?
Uh, Executives, senior executives.
Let me just senior executives. By the way, where are you based?
Melbourne.
Where?
Melbourne, Australia.
Oh, Melbourne, Australia. Okay. Let me see. Cam and still that agency And oh, do you want me to change this
Change what, sorry?
to Australia? Are
Yeah,
you
it
targeting
doesn't really
Australia?
matter. Yeah, Australia. Yeah,
Okay,
doesn't
and
really
then
matter.
put here Melbourne. And your product name?
There's no really product name. It's a service.
Okay, it's just put still cybersecurity services. Let's
Yeah,
say
sure.
cybersecurity services. So this is it. I'm going to prepare a campaign now. Previously, this used to take a long time where we have to answer around 50 questions before we can get on the before we finish the top of the funnel. But now we can do all of this, the top, middle, and bottom of the funnel research all in one go. So we just have to wait for this to finish. It takes about 2 to 5 minutes, and then the market research is done. Okay, so we just have to wait a little bit. Melbourne, what time is it there now? I can't remember if it's the same
6
time here
6
in Hong
p.m.
Kong. 6 p.m. Okay, so you are earlier, 3 hours earlier than me. Because I know Perth is same time as I am.
Yeah, yeah.
May I know what other AI are you using?
Oh, heaps. Phrase, um,
Mm-hmm.
standard GPT-4, dozens. Firefly for Adobe. They're the main ones.
Okay, so we could use. Okay, so CrawlQ now has GPT-4, and it also has Claude. It also has Google Gemini. And I'll show you
Mhm.
later on how we can make it work with your brand. Um, I've been on a few onboarding calls already, and they
I'm
were
sure you
amazed. Like
have.
they did actually a comparison with the output
Mhm.
between the GPT-4 inside CrawlQ versus the generic GPT-4, and they said, "Oh, okay, now I have reasons to start using CrawlQ again." So I'm really on a mission right now to educate our users how to properly use CrawlQ because it's really amazing, and yeah,
Have you
we
thought about
can
doing
use it for a lot
YouTube?
of things.
I mean, a lot of the time
I have a you.
blowing out blowing out a YouTube library and then sending it out as a campaign to say, "Hey, CrawlQ's really turned the corner. Huge updates. Here's our support library." I think that would get me just going and clicking through, and then if you instead of having to do these one-on-ones, you could just do it, 1 to 1,000 or 1 to 100
Oh,
at a time. So
we did that. We did that. So okay. So now
I
we are
missed
on the
it. Yeah.
screen here.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of people have missed it. So this is the CrawlQ dashboard. I think you might still be familiar with the old dashboard. This one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the old one, and where we had to answer questions here, and questions here. So we don't
Mhm.
do that now. Now everything is unlocked because we have the AI, the CrawlQ AI, working on the information behind the scenes.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's go back here. So this is my dashboard, and here you can see the campaign, which is Stealth Agency, which I entered earlier.
Mhm.
And just look at that because I have a lot of workspaces. So here, if I put a heart on it, it will appear each and every time somewhere here on the top, together with my other favorite. Where is that? I think I need to refresh. Together with my other favorite workspaces or campaigns. There you go. So Stilt is already there. Now, First, I want you to be a bit more familiarized with our dashboard. So this is the link to the old dashboard, which I showed you earlier, the white screen. And here are the different types of LLMs that are available. We have 3.5, GPT-4, Gemini, Claude, and here you have DALL-E 3. So it can produce also images for you.
Mhm.
The image right now is a square image, 1-to-1 proportion.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Yeah. So now here we have this explore CrawlQ,
Hmm.
and it would take you to a demo on where to find things inside our dashboard. So we actually have this. You can just go through it and you will know where things are. And here are the configurations where we have what are the data sources,
Hmm.
what creative tools are available, and we want it precise to creative. And you can actually find the meaning of these configurations if you go to Explore CrawlQ. We
Got it.
explained it there in detail.
Hmm.
Okay, so next is the Get Started here. When we go to Get Started here, we have like a beginner's guide to CrawlQ. So we
Perfect.
rolled this out last month, I think. So
Okay.
we
So
have a
recent.
series of 7 videos. Yeah, I think because not a lot of people were expecting that we are doing a lot of work actually in the background
Mm-hmm.
to educate users how to use CroQ. So we have a list of 7 videos. So just click here and you can find all the videos here. These are really the basic. And as soon as my workload is a bit lighter, then I'm planning to do more of the I call it more specialized training. Like somebody is asking Elma, how do you do a landing page, or how can I create a landing page copy with CrawlQ
Hmm.
or stuff like that. So I'm going to teach that in the future when I find the time because we really have a lot to do. Okay, and then here we have documents. We can upload documents up to 2 MB each time we upload, and we accept PDF and I believe CSV. Here we have integration with I believe it's Trello and YouTube. I use YouTube a lot. That's why I have the app integration here. And here is the profile where you can say change your password or opt for add-ons and stuff like that. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, on the left side here, these are your workspaces or campaigns, and there will be some changes. There will be a massive change in the UI coming in the next couple of weeks, if I'm not
Yeah, I did. I
mistaken.
actually saw that announcement today
Yeah,
or yesterday. Yeah.
so I would have to revise everything that I am talking
Yeah.
about right now, but it's fine. I like it. As like we have to keep on moving forward. So we have here the CrawlQ search. So when you click this, it will search all your conversation for this particular workspace or
Hmm.
campaign inside CrawlQ, all the
Hmm.
results or all the things that you asked before. This is the prompt library. So you could just check here and say you use a lot of stuff on YouTube or you do a lot of stuff on LinkedIn. So we have here, we have a library of over 1,000 prompts, if I'm not mistaken. And
Okay.
next we have brand voice. Now this is quite interesting because the combination of brand voices here, we can have up to 1.9 trillion combinations. And not a lot of people know this. Okay, so we can select a goal. What do you want? Do you want to increase sales, or what is your audience profile and stuff like that? And then you can create a brand voice. And you also have an option that, hey, you don't find anything here and I want to create my own. Let's just say here, test one. Okay, I'm just doing something quickly so I can create a brand voice. And let's say you already have this brand voice and, oh, I want to make changes. You can simply go to brand voice and click it. And okay, my new brand voice is about something like that. So you can make changes here. And each and every time you write something and you choose this brand voice, it will be according to this brand voice and your campaign as well.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, very important stuff. Let me see now. Close this one. And next is, yeah, here, if you click clear chat, it will clear out everything. Now, there are things here that it's very easy to miss. Like, for example, this icon here. Whenever you see this paperclip icon, it means that you can attach an image or a PDF maybe, but typically it's an image for now.
Hmm.
And this is like, say, if GPT-4 or Gemini. So I upload, for example, a screenshot or a scrolling screenshot of a landing page, and I do a landing page tear down. So that's how I do it with this. And what I do whenever I first create a workspace, I do the I start with this one, the customer decision journey, the ideal prospect summary, and number four. So these are the top three that I normally look for. But it really depends on your use case. So it's all about what kind of information do you need.
Gotcha.
Okay, so is there any specific need that you have right now?
Um, Not really. It's the sort of thing I'd probably want to tinker with, and just looking at some of the new options. I'm already thinking about what I could do, rather than looking at any individual capability at this time.
Okay, so first we are going to wait for the the insights. That's what we call insights. And here are the nine. Usually I run one, two, and four. And then later on, if I need, I would do the other types of insights. I will look for the other types of insights.
Hmm.
So we just wait. And what I like is that, okay, so for example, I already created the content according to my brand, according to my brand voice. And once I create that content, I would even upload it here and say, hey, can you give me information on what I've done well, what I didn't do well, and how it can be improved so that for maximum uh, click through rate, for example. So I can also ask those questions here. Okay, so here it says traverse barriers. Okay, so these are, it's a bit short. I don't know why. Maybe I have to do it again. Okay, so you will see this one. So the guided insights. And let's say I want to do the prospect summary. All right, it's taking some time. So do you already have a landing page? Maybe I can do that as an example for today.
Sure. Do you have to do a landing page for me? That'd be great.
Okay. Cybersecurity. Okay, so
Yeah. So to give you a
these
bit of
are the
context, what
Mhm.
we do web design and marketing for cybersecurity companies.
Web design and marketing for cybersecurity. Mhm. Okay, so that's the thing. The reason why I asked you earlier what is the main topic of interest, so I have to change our workspace to web design and marketing for cybersecurity. No worries, I'll create a new campaign.
No, it's fine. Honestly, whatever it is, I can extrapolate quite easily. So
Okay. So
yeah,
we need to, yeah, because the thing is, we need to enter in the campaign the correct details so that we get the correct output as well.
I
That's
understand.
really critical. Okay, so here, okay, let me just say my business is about web design and marketing for cyber security companies. So I can ask stuff like, who are my competitors? So it will give you actually answers like, who are your competitors in this particular niche? And here it even says like the top market for you would be US, UK, Germany, Canada, and Australia. This is where you will find your potential customers, cybersecurity conferences, networking events, focus on IT and security. So it's giving you, oh, okay, it did not give me the exact names of the agencies. Sometimes it does give me. I think it's very niche. This particular.
Yeah, yeah, we're like one of a handful of companies that do it globally. So you can change it to tech if that's easier. If you want to reverse engineer it.
It's fine. Let's just do this. Okay, and then what we can also do here is, there's another one. Okay, when you see this guided insights, the thing there, I can
Mhm.
also do this, the attractive high impact content topics. And I really love this one because it gives me information that, hey, what would my target audience want to see, want to read, what questions would they ask, and stuff like that. And I think that's very important for any business to know what our audience is actually looking for.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So these
Mm.
are the current problems of your ideal prospects. Okay, even the talents, reliable cybersecurity talent for their teams, need for advanced security with budget constraints. So you can actually address some of these needs through marketing. For example, like, they have difficulty in sourcing talent. Now, if they have a nice website and they can add on their website, careers at this particular cybersecurity firm, then that would help also um, with their hiring. And that is something that you can offer to them, like, hey, I'm going to design your website, and this is my proposal, this is the, how do you call it, the site map. And it's a must that you put in there a careers section, because it's difficult to find talent in this field. So
Hmm.
it's something like that, like you can get these insights very, like, I wouldn't even
They're
think of
handy.
this.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I know. I'm already completing the thoughts. I got you. I got you. I
Right.
promise. Yeah. So
Good, good.
basically, yeah, I can use it as a basis for other conversations as well, and expansion of possible
Exactly.
scopes of
And
work.
this
And
is what it gives us that other software does not give. And I tell you, like, even if you go to Phrase, you it has this um chat feature, but it won't give you answers like this. This one
no.
is specifically for your niche, specifically for your business, and how you can scale your business.
So it really
um
seems.
mhm,
Sorry to interrupt. I think there's a bit of a delay as well.
mhm.
It seems that CrawlQ, you basically front load a lot of the data to say this is who I am, this is what my company's about, this is the kind of, and you start to refine that, and then you can start to get creative with the outputs rather than having to go back and just do it on an ad hoc basis.
Exactly, exactly. And this is what I like about it. And I haven't seen a software that does this. I've seen, I used Phrase before. Of course, I use GPT for a lot of them I have used. But for this purpose, that doing the research in the first place, and then using this content and make it into a, say, a LinkedIn post, or make it into a Facebook post, or make it
Mm.
into a newsletter. Actually, that's the beauty of CrawlQ. And it even tell me like, hey, um if I want, suggest to me a content strategy for Facebook, or suggest to me a content strategy for a newsletter
Mm.
for my audience. So it will actually give you all these things, and just amazing. Okay. Now let's go back to the landing page. So we already have this. Let's go here. Yeah, you can do these on your own. Now, let's say now we want to use these information for LinkedIn, for example. Okay, actually, my favorite prompt is not here. My favorite prompt is something that I made myself. Okay, based on your research, which social media platform should I focus on? Then this is how I decide. Okay, do I do it on Twitter? Do I do it on um, YouTube or wherever? So it depends on the output here, and I craft a strategy based on all the research and all the output I got from ProQ. Okay, so basically here it says LinkedIn is the best, is the
Yeah.
most relevant platform for you.
100%. 100% agreed.
So okay, so this is the thing. Like sometimes you think, okay, maybe it's LinkedIn, but I'm not sure if it's LinkedIn. So you just ask CrawlQ, hey, what social media platform should I focus on? Then it will tell you exactly which one, so that you don't spend time on others. I mean, social media is so time consuming, and
Mm.
better focus it on the one that would give you results. So let's go back to LinkedIn, and we already have LinkedIn here. Okay, so let's suggest a content calendar on LinkedIn for the next 6 months. So it will give you an outline. Suggest a content calendar on LinkedIn for the next, okay, and LinkedIn for the next 6 months. Okay. So it already knows that it is for my company, Stilt Agency, and then it will suggest the content calendar.
And what's the optimal way to give it this baseline information? Like I know that we filled out the details at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
but how can I go about refining that manually? Just to really
Okay.
bring in the. That's what I'm most
No worries.
interested. Yeah.
I'll show you. I'll show you. So there are a couple of ways of doing it. So you already have this one. It will tell you, okay, so this is the content calendar. You looked at this content calendar, and your question is it about the business that you want to change, or it's about one of the responses? Because here you have these icons. If you like the response, just click thumbs up. If you don't like it, this, and you have an option to edit. You
Mm-hmm.
can improve the future responses by editing what you have
And
now.
that's obviously unique per campaign, right?
That's correct. You make it per campaign. Now, if you want to go back, like deep, deep,
So
deep back,
campaigns are really sort
mhm,
of demarcated headspace for ProQ.
in a way, yes. So
So
that
you
campaign is
you would have it
particular
per
to your
client,
brand.
or yeah, okay, cool, yeah. So
Yeah.
one doesn't
So
affect the other. They're binned. They're separated.
yeah, it's not. It's there. Like so you have Stealth Agency one that is just addressing cybersecurity customers,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe you want to expand on another niche and say e-com. So you will have another workspace specifically for e-commerce customers, and it will be a
Mm-hmm.
very different strategy. Very, it's got completely different strategy, because they
Mm-hmm.
are different customers. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's not one is not going to affect the other
That's what I'm
campaign.
getting at. Yeah, so they're walled off.
Okay, all right. So you already have this, and you can make changes here.
And so, do we need to bring our own GPT-4
No, no, no. You
credentials?
don't have to bring your own GPT-4.
Okay.
However, we do. You're an AppSumo user, so it means that you
I've
don't
got
have the
10,000. It says credits where yours says unlimited.
how many credits for you?
10,000.
Okay, so
It's word count, I'm guessing.
okay, that's GPT-3. If I'm not, I don't know how credits work because I use the add-on. And with the
Gotcha.
add-on, okay, so the one that you have right now, you have access to 3.5, but with the add-on, you have access to GPT-4, Gemini, and Claude,
I
and
can
DAL
I can
E3.
I can select those at the moment though. I'm
You
looking at my
cannot
login now.
because you don't have the add-on. If you want to use it from your screen, then from your account, then you need to pay for the add-on, which I believe is about 20 US per month.
Okay,
That's it for
but what I'm
using.
saying is I'm actually literally clicking on it in my interface at the moment, and it seems to be selecting the right ones.
Okay. Okay
So
then.
I don't know if that's a limitation or a bug.
Oh, sorry, I don't see your screen. So if you can share me your screen, maybe I can have a look.
Yeah,
I'll stop sharing first.
where's the share button on this thing? Share screen.
Okay.
A3 is locked. The GPT-4, Gemini, Claude.
I'm not sure you can select it. Can you try to go to Gemini? It shows that, but it's okay. Let
So
me ask because I know that it's not included. That's why you cannot even click the DAL E3. So must be something different in the UI right now because they keep on changing things.
yeah, so DALL-E 3 takes me through to here and it says Chat
Mm-hmm.
GPT-4 add-on as well. So I'm guessing that's part of the DALL-E equivalent. But it lets me
Right.
use GPT-4. So
Right. So it's 59 and there is a discount code. Just ask me
uh,
for it later.
that's fine. So what I'm interested in, is there a lifetime update?
The lifetime update is on the core feature of CrawlQ, so all the market research stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the usage of external LLM, so we have this CrawlQ, the core AI, that the one that is doing all the market research. And this market research will be fed to the LLMs. So whether you use
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
GPT 3.5 for Gemini, that's different. And that's the reason
Mm-hmm.
why we need to put an add-on for that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so now we are here. And so we can create a strategy. We say LinkedIn, and then we can further refine. Okay, let's start working on month one, cybersecurity awareness, week one.
Mm-hmm.
Post an article on the importance of cybersecurity in today's digital age. And then you can ask CrawlQ to write an article. Okay, make it simple, right?
I can't see a screen
Okay.
just in case you're trying to.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I have not
That's
shared
all right.
my
That's all
screen
I reminded you.
anymore.
So I've done that. I think I've probably done it this week so far. So
Okay, okay. So now I am back.
yeah,
So
gotcha.
we are here again on my screen, and I say we are on the LinkedIn output from CrawlQ, right? So now
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, okay, let's work on month one, week one. Please write an article on the import. Okay, not an article, but a LinkedIn article. I need to be very specific here because LinkedIn has a slightly different nuance than a normal blog post. Importance. Okay, so it's just a LinkedIn article that we are asking for.
Mm-hmm.
And then it will write an article for us. So this is actually this is already optimized for a LinkedIn article. You can just copy paste, or as usual, you can make changes through here
Mm-hmm.
and make changes. And you can see here that if you're passionate about making a difference in this critical field or looking to fortify your organization's defenses, get the quote from Stilt Agency. So it even knows that it's about your
Included
company.
call to action.
You,
Yeah.
yeah, I never put, it's not on the prompt, right? But it
Mm.
knows that it is for your company. And this is why I really like CrawlQ. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Mm.
Okay, so let's say save. And we also have it here, like some people prefer to hear it than to read it. So you can click this and it will convert it into audio and you can listen to the output.
When you say listen to the output, can you download that as an audio file as well?
Yes, you can.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. We have a lot of things that are so cool, and we need to find a way to communicate it more with the users. I mean, we're really trying with our twice weekly newsletters. We are posting a use case each time we have a newsletter, or what are the updates. And I believe that this week we will start with the onboarding emails for everyone, because we never had an onboarding email. So now we're going to do that. And it is taking some time. Why is it taking some time? Maybe I'll just refresh. Sometimes, yeah, that's what I need to do to refresh. Okay, there you go. And then you can download, just click here and it will be downloaded. Hmm? Why does it say that? Okay, let's just play it. Actually, can you hear it? No.
I can hear it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you could. Okay.
Not very well, but I can hear a sound.
Okay. So you can download that, but I need to ask, why is that leading
Safety
to the
warning.
to a
Yeah,
safety warning?
just go back to ignore. I'll go back to that tab,
Mm-hmm.
safety warning tab.
I'm sorry.
Go
Oh,
back to
okay. Let's
and hit
ignore.
ignore. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
So it's here.
Yeah. So if you right click and just save as, or
You can
there you go.
download it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. It's just putting it in an AWS file.
and right. And another thing I want to show you is you can actually click here and it can create a blog URL that you can
Mm-hmm.
share with others. So, for example, you're working with your team and say, hey, I want this um, article posted on our website. So you could just click this, that
Yeah,
share
if it
button,
was an
and
article or
then,
whatever, yeah, I get you. So they can copy
yeah,
and paste from there. Yeah.
right. Okay. So now I want to work on week 2, share a
Mm-hmm.
client testimonial. Okay. I cannot actually do that. Uh, let's do this, right? about the top security,
Yep.
cybersecurity career paths. Okay, let's do this one.
And can I please get a copy of your recording as well, so I can share it with my colleague?
Yeah, sure. Let me see. Okay, I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
no, it's fine.
let's
Just
see
an
this one.
email's fine, Ella. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Actually, you will get an email after this that you can get an access to the memory.
Okay.
Now, you can get access to it, but you need to sign in with your email, the one
That's
that you
fine.
use to sign up for this onboarding.
Yep.
So you will
Easy.
have it.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if you saw that I actually clicked this. So now you have a DAL E3.
Yep.
So it will produce an image as well. There you go. So now it tells you, so you have an article navigating the cybersecurity career landscape and what are the key paths and certifications. So you have all this information and would even give you this. The text is not so nice on the images, but that is the DAL E3
Yeah. Yeah.
constraint.
Limitation. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
For
So
now.
for now, yeah. So as when they improve, then our outputs will also improve on this. Okay, so we have that. And one feature that I really like is there any particular web page that you like
In what context? Like for information?
for information or say for design? What
Uh, KBI Media. KBI.M Media.
oh, how do you I spell that? K
BI.
like that?
Yep. .media.
Dot media. Okay, let's go there. KBI dot media. Okay, so what I'll do now here is I'll create a scrolling screenshot and we can do um, a page tear down. Wow, it's a
Cool.
long page.
It's a long page. Yeah. It's almost done though.
Okay, it's yeah. Okay, so now let me save it. And let's hope that it is under 5 MB because it's a limitation right now.
Yeah, it's about 3 MB the whole page. So the image itself. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Right. So let's see. Okay, so here is where I can attach the screen. Okay, 3.62, so it's perfect. It can fit in. Okay, so here we can do say, please analyze this landing page. Uh, this is my benchmark for my website. Suggest, okay, what is good, what is done well, what can be improved, and suggest how to say, a landing page outline for my business based on this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing. We really have to think about what we ask, but it will really give us good answers if we ask the correct questions.
Yeah, it's just 100%.
Because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, I mean, not only CrawlQ, but for a lot of things, there are so many people offering like, oh, you get 50,000 Chat GPT prompts, blah blah blah." It's like, oh my god, they are all rubbish. You just need to ask the question properly.
Yep.
And I don't even want to look at those. I mean, it's really just time consuming to go through those prompts, and
Yeah.
they're not really that useful.
Exactly. I'm all about first principle. Like if you can actually nail down how to use it at a fundamental level, then everything else
Hmm.
becomes easy. You can get more context.
Exactly. That's how I also use CrawlQ. Like from the beginning, I set it up correctly. Oh, why you can't assist with that request?
Probably too much data. Like there's a lot of
Let's try again. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, maybe there's too much because there's really a lot of information
it's a
in
new site though. There's a lot of headings and
on- right. Let's try it again. Maybe I'll just ask one question first.
yeah.
So we'll just ask this. Let's see
Mm-hmm.
if we can get an answer.
Stop. You had a typo in benchmark. Should be okay, but sometimes it sort of
Oh yeah,
breaks the IA.
you will understand that.
Yeah.
Because we actually changed the CrawlQ AI landing page, and we used CrawlQ to create that landing page.
Yeah, right.
And when the users or people in our group saw that, hey, we have, this is the old one versus this is the new one, and they're like, hey, Elma, I want to learn how you did it. So I want to do a workshop on that for the group. Okay, so this is what is done well. So it gives you, okay, so clean layout, clear segmentation, navigation, content variety, recognizable branding. It's what can be improved. It's text dense. The images are small and grayscale. The interactive elements, there are no clearly interactive elements.
Yeah, it's not a landing
Um,
page, so that makes sense.
exactly. So, but here it tells you what is good and what is not good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then you can say like, please suggest an outline for my landing page. And then it will give you a suggestion on what do you put on your landing page, what sections. And then from there, you can work on section by section. And what also amazes me here is that I can use, actually, I also use CrawlQ for generating brand colors.
Yeah.
There you go. So it gives you, okay, suggested outline for your landing page tailored to the cybersecurity niche. So it's really tailored for your business. Okay. So do you have any questions?
No, I'm pretty keen to get playing with it at the moment. Well, I think that could be very worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I've been keeping abreast of all the tools and stuff, just so that I'm across them for when they do evolve. And that's the way I tend to use AppSumo. Like buy early, stay on it, and then look for upgrade paths for anything that's actually legitimately good. And it looks like you guys are hitting that threshold now, which is awesome.
Right. And we are going to
It's a
have.
quirky product, right? Like it's not as straightforward for people to wrap their head around. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because it is unusual, like the way the interface works, the actual purpose of it. It's not typical. And then the naming conventions with Athena, etc. It's like what's going on here? Is that the name of the engine? It's a little too many moving parts.
Right.
But I think the core of it is very, very good. So
Yes,
I'm
the
really
core
interested
of
to try.
it is very, very good. And we are working now really hard on making sure that the users understand what is CrawlQ all about, what it is and what it is not. Because everyone is thinking, oh, it's an AI writer, but it's not an AI writer. It's market research first, gives you strategies, and then you write with it. So AI writing is part of it. So it's a huge engine, very powerful.
Mm.
And yeah, and I this is the engine so far that is trained on my specific campaign, and I can use different language models with it. So if I want to use GPT-4, I can use that. If I want Gemini, I can use that. I want Claude, I can use that. I can have DAL E3 and stuff like that. I can have audio, so it's really cool.
Yeah, yeah. So no,
Yeah,
I think I'll take it for a spin. Like I might spend a good portion of next week having a play around with it and see
hmm
uh, what I can do with it. Got a few upcoming projects as well that could be useful to take it for a test drive.
right. Oh, and by the way, there's even one of our users who uploaded an image and asked CrawlQ, hey, write an SQL script. Okay, that is too technical for me. I have no idea, but they managed to do that. So they
Yeah, right.
managed to write an entire program with it. Like, oh, okay.
That's
For
pretty
me,
cool.
it means nothing because I really have
Yeah,
no idea what it is. But I'm sure for those guys, and it's actually one of our highest engagement in terms of newsletter clicks, the CTR. It's like amazing. We have
Mm.
uh 30%, 40% click-through rate for that
That's very high. Yeah,
newsletter.
yeah, you'll be happy.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, nice. So we're trying to find out what are the things that really resonate with the user. So that's one of them. And we're trying now to do more of, okay, group onboarding. We do that 3 times a week now.
Hmm.
And we also focus on the how to, like, because we know CrawlQ, we can do all these things, but there's a disconnect on what can be done and how it is done. Because, I mean, to be honest, in the beginning, I also struggled with that. So I had to look for ways on how to do it within CrawlQ.
Okay.
Okay,
No,
so
it's
if
been
any
very
question,
useful.
mhm,
No, I think I just need to have a play with it, but I will have questions, no doubt. But if I do, I'll come back to you,
yeah.
and look to then upgrade the account, etc., and then deploy it across the company and give everyone access.
Oh, how big is your company?
Oh, it's only small. Don't get too excited. But we're probably have 3 or 4 users straight off the bat. So
Oh, that's okay. So, anyway, so after this, if you don't mind, if you could please give us a feedback, especially in the group, so that because I want to really encourage our group members to do the onboarding because
send
the
me the
more
link,
they,
Elma, and I'll take care of it for you. Promise.
yeah, So yes, please, in our Facebook group, I'll send you an
Yep.
email with the Facebook group link. If you can post there, like, hey, please join the onboarding because this is really where you can understand the power of CrawlQ. Okay,
Yeah. Not a problem
thanks
at
so
all. I
much.
will do so for you.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it. Thanks
thank
for your
you
time.
so much. Thank
Cheers
you
on.
too. Bye.